These are Baltic birch trees. They started as seeds and grew into hardwood trees in Finland, Ukraine, or Russia. These trees are graded, cut, and they go through a very rough process of being made into plywood. Looking at the plywood, we may have no idea what it's going to be, or we could see a lot of potential. It's already been through a lot, but this is really just the beginning of its journey. A craftsman comes to a store, tries to pick out a sheet of plywood for a project. We don't really see what the craftsman sees in the plywood. We can't see the end goal, but the craftsman has some ideas. He has a vision for what this will be and a plan about how to get there. He enlists all the right tools. He puts time into preparing the plans for the plywood. He wouldn't do all this if he didn't know he could make something beautiful. He encounters obstacles, but he smooths them out. The wood is changed into something very different than it was originally. So we're very much like a sheet of plywood and the craftsman both. We could make ourselves anything. Really, who knows what we could make of ourselves? Just us. If we have the vision to see what we can become, we can be empowered to make it happen. So visualize this with me. It could be getting a good grade on your next paper. Maybe making the dean's list, graduating, starting your dream job. So let's try a little bit more in-depth, positive self-visualization. First, picture the challenge you're experiencing. Imagine overcoming that challenge. Picture what it's like to have the challenge in the past. Imagine details. Describe them to yourself. The more specific the imagining, the better. So I know when I get past the challenge, future me doesn't remember most of the anxiety I went through to be here. It was left with past me, and future me is free to enjoy the rewards of success. As you imagine, feel proud in your accomplishment. It may not have been perfect, but you did it. Who's with you? Who's proud of you? Who's there cheering you on? This could be as simple as imagining sitting on the couch on a Friday night with friends, knowing the semester is over, and you have a reprieve for a few weeks. Imagine and describe to yourself the emotions you'll feel. Imagining success, and especially the emotions that go with it, can help make new neural pathways in your brain. You'll feel rejuvenated just knowing that you can overcome the challenge and that there's some reward at the end. Perhaps taking a moment to study what things are going to be like from people who have been there can help cement this imagined future state in your mind until it becomes real to you, until you are there, right where you imagined in your mind, and you understand that it's possible. It may also be helpful to remember other positive experiences in your life where you've conquered an obstacle and remember the feelings you had. Kind of your Harry Potter Patronus moment. One of my memories is hiking the Grand Canyon. I've done it many times, especially in my youth, and I can't remember a time where I didn't hike out of the Grand Canyon and I was brought to tears. I never anticipate how hard it's going to be to pull myself out of the canyon. It was so easy to go in, and the moment I see the car in the parking lot, all that pain is momentarily forgotten. I take off my pack, I drop it on the ground, and I suddenly have lost weight, and that adrenaline running through me, I feel like there's no gravity. I literally feel like I'm floating. I have 2 minutes of pure joy. I have newfound energy that I didn't even know I had anymore to rush down the trail, find my friends, and encourage them. I'm excited to see them experience the same joy I felt. When I imagine my positive future, I imagine the feelings being similar because those feelings are so real and they're so important for my development. I've provided some prompts to help you. There's a link on this video. Take them, Fill them out if you think they will help. Remember, the first step to actualizing is to imagine a positive future for yourself.